Hey y'all, I hope y'all are having a beautiful and blessed day today. I'm going to do a pick a card reading for y'all. My name is Dee Dee and I am the Witchy Woman. Today we're going to ask what they want to tell us. What they want to tell you, me, anybody. This reading is for the collective, so this could be anybody. It could be what your boss wants to tell you, what your crush wants to tell you, what your significant other wants to tell you, what your mom, dad, brother, sister, anybody that you've got on your mind right now that you need some answers from. This is what they need to tell you. Our first card is for pile number 1. For our number 1s, we've got this beautiful Peridotite. And I'll incorporate these cards into the reading and read what's on them for you also. And for number 2, we have this beautiful hematite. And for our number 3s, we have this beautiful citrine. So if you need to pause the video, now's the time to do it. We're going to get into the reading in just a second. If you will, like, subscribe, comment. I try to answer the comments. Please be positive on the comments. I'm not saying that you can't say negative things. Just be respectful. All comments are comments. It doesn't matter. I will try my best to answer in the best way that I can. I don't force what I believe on anybody. I know what I feel and hear from Spirit, and that's just what I pass along. So we're going to start with your first reading. For our number 1, it's a Peridotite. This card, this can be a lot of negative energy and negative emotions surrounding you from day to day. This stone neutralizes those energies and allows your spirit to absorb knowledge and wisdom using during meditation. It also expands your mind so that you can truly understand the beauty in life. That's beautiful. What I'm feeling like, this is what I call a vamp energy. It's like somebody is sucking the life out of you. That's what I'm getting already. So let's go into the cards. We're going to use the beautiful Witch Tarot. And also I'm using the Witch Tarot and the Fantasy Creatures. I like the Fantasy Creature because it has like a little bit different meaning than the regular Rider-Waite. Not a lot different, but it is a little bit different. So, keep that in mind. The first card I got for you is the Page of Wands, and it's in reverse. So, to me, this is saying that somebody has got no ambition. Like I said, with the somebody is sucking the energy out of somebody, so they don't have any energy, any ambition, any wanting, to go any further in life. They just want to, they're just kind of just stopped and don't want to do much of nothing else. And I think that they need to stop and smell the roses a little bit better, because they're just not getting nothing done. There's no ambition there at all, none. The next card I draw for you is the Two of Wands. I feel like, it's going to hit you pretty hard, and you're going to be like, oh, I've got to start thinking about my future. Because this is my future card, and it's also the 2. And the 2s are all about forks in the road and trying to decide what you want to do. So with the not having any ambition of doing anything, I feel like that, you don't want to do nothing, but you have to. You have to move forward. The world is not going to stop for you. You're either going to have to get up and go and do something, or sit there and do nothing for the rest of your life. So, but I think you're starting to realize that you need to move on. There's a whole world out there at your hands, and you need to figure out what it is that you want. The next card I pulled for you is the Fool, which is the 0 card, and it's also a Major Arcana card. And a Major Arcana card is what the world is the universe, the world is portraying on you. It's telling you, that this is what has got to happen. Things has got to change. Things has got to be different than what they was in the beginning. where you've got no ambition at all. You have got to get some ambition going on in your life, because you see that the world, sorry, I'll move them over, you don't see them. You see that the world is waiting on you. It's waiting on you to decide what you want to do. And I feel like you're in that thought right now, that state of mind where you're thinking. You know, the next card you got to go under the Page of Wands in reverse is the Knight of Swords upright. So the Knight of Swords upright is about, you know, moving forward with intelligence and knowing. It's also about messages coming. So maybe something's fixing to come. You know, you're fixing to get that big break or whatever it is that you're needing to realize that, you know, a good little swift kick in the butt to get you moving is, you know, what I'm kind of feeling in that situation. So that's gonna keep you going. I feel like, you know, the next card is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is about, you know, you're just not interested in doing anything. You're just kind of in a blah state right now. And you're having a really hard time getting yourself up and getting out of it. And, you know, you're ready to in your mind, because the swords and the Knight of Swords is about a mental thinking and feeling. So I feel like your mind wants to come out of it, but you just don't know how, and you're just kind of bored. You know, the Four of Cups is about boredom and not seeing any results from your work, or not having any ambition of moving forward. You know, I feel like you want to go forward, and you want to do things, but I don't know if you're just stuck and don't know where to go and what to do, and, you know, how to go about doing it. And the Fool card, the Zero card, is followed by the shadow side, which is the Devil. And the Devil is all about addictions and bondage, and, you know, and illusions and things like that. So I feel like, you know, with it being under the new start, I feel like that you think you can't do this. Whatever it is that you are trying to do, the universe or whoever is trying to tell you that you can do this, that you're going to have to start over, and you're going to have to, you know, try harder. But I feel like that you just think that you just cannot do it. And, you know, it's kind of weighing on you a lot, because you feel like you cannot do it. I feel like you really want to. I mean, in your mind, you really, really want to. But on the outside, your body is saying something totally different. It just don't want to. So the card, I'm using the Fantasy Creatures tarot deck. It's a really lovely deck, but the meanings are just a little bit different than the regular Rider-Waite tarot. And in this one, the King of Cups is about unsteady emotions, where in the regular Rider-Waite, the King of Cups is more about knowing what you want, knowing what you love, knowing. But this one is just about unsteady emotions, not really knowing if this is what you want to do or what you want to accomplish. Or I feel like you just hadn't got that dream yet. You don't have the ambition to get up and try to figure out what it is that you want in life. But, you know, maybe that's something you need to meditate on. Maybe that's something that you need to decide. You're just seeming to not want to get up off the couch and do anything. You know, it's just kind of being lazy and laying around. And, you know, I kind of understand that. But, you know, there is a time that you have to get up and you have to move around. You know, I feel like there's a lot of negative energy that's holding you back. I don't know if it's yours or if it's somebody else that just don't believe in you, and they don't believe that you can do what you say you can do. Or, you know, whether it be like fix a car or, you know, read tarot cards. It don't really matter what it is. I just feel like there's somebody that don't totally believe that you can do what you say you can do. The Queen of Pentacles in this particular deck is about struggle before you gain. So I feel like with this boredom card that you're not even trying. and you're going to have to try to succeed. And there's nothing wrong with trying. I feel like there's illusions and starting over. There's, there's feelings that you just don't want to move forward. I do feel like, okay, this is the Ace of Swords. I do feel like in this, there is going to be a powerful new beginning. So if you will get off your butt and get up and go and move, because you've got this card that's saying you want to, but I just feel like something's weighing you down. Like there's just like a negative energy around you that just don't want to let you go, don't want to let you do your thing. And it could be an addiction. You've got addiction there. So it could be, drugs or alcohol or, addiction to me is anything, really. I mean, it could be shopping. You could have a shopping addiction. Everybody has got some kind of addiction. Whether you smoke, whether you drink, whether you shop, whether you collect, everybody has some kind of addiction. Addiction is not just drugs. Most people think that addiction is, oh, well, you got an addiction problem, you got a drug problem. No, it's not. Addiction can be anything. And I feel like that there's something, this addiction is somehow holding you back from what you're supposed to be accomplishing. But I do feel like that if you will just, I feel like you need to meditate a little bit, and put it in God's hands and let him figure it out too, because I know he'll help you with it. And you're gonna get a breakthrough. You're gonna get something positive coming out of it. There's no doubt in my mind that something is gonna give, something is gonna help you, but you've got to get over this I can't do it mentality, or poor pitiful me, or whatever your situation might be. You've got to get over that, and you've got to lift yourself up. If nobody else is going to do it for yourself. Self-love is the most beautiful thing in the world. Everybody should have self-love. If you love yourself, then you can love, or you can see other people through the eyes of love. And love is everything. Love is the reason that we are here. We are here to love each other. To help, to give, to honor, for everything. All this beautiful creation that God has created, we're here to love it, to take care of it, to nurture it. That's what we're all here for. And I think that when you decide that you're the one you want to love and not what other people is telling you, because don't listen to them. Be you. Always be you. God made you because that's what he wanted. And if God wanted you like that, then that must mean you are perfect, because he makes no mistakes. Never. So if that's what you need to be, then get up and do this, because you are going to have a big breakthrough, and you are going to get this. It's just going to take time. It's going to take work. But first you've got to get up and say, I'm going to do this. That's what you've got to do first and foremost before you do anything else. I guess, it's like admitting you got a problem. You don't have a problem until you admit you've got a problem. Or you can't see your problem until you admit that you've got a problem. Whether it be anything, admitting it is the first thing that you've got to do. So with that being said, that's what I'm feeling like. You just need to get up and move so you can get these new beginnings, and you can get this shadow side off of you, and you can get this brand new breakthrough and move on with your life in beautiful, wonderful harmony. But you're going to have to just get up and do it. Get this negative energy off of you. I feel like it's weighing you down, and it's time for you to release it and let it go and become you. You are perfect. You are beautiful, wonderful, amazing. You are everything, because God made you just the way you are. and that makes you extremely special. So that's what I've got for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed the reading, and I'll have my prices and stuff down below if you want a private reading. I'll be more than happy to give you one. And all my information will be below. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day, and bless it be. Hello, my beautiful number twos. For you that picked the hematite, this is a meditating with this crystal is the best way to receive its power, and wearing it as jewelry as another way to connect to it. This stone helps with stability and grounding you during difficult times. It also protects you from absorbing another person's negativity. Oh, the last group needed this one just as much as y'all do. So, if you felt drawn to number one, you might want to hear it too. I don't know yet. We'll see. There might be some kind of message in there for you. But, this is telling me, the negative energy, this is keeping you. And number one, somebody's really weighed down in somebody's negative energy. In this one, this is helping you prevent the negative energy. So maybe this is telling you how to, move on from that negative energy, from the number one's expectations or what have you. Alright, the first, I'm going to shuffle off camera, but the first card I got for you is the Nine of Wands. I'm using the Witch's Tarot. I'm also using the Fantasy Creatures. I really like the Fantasy Creature because the meanings are just a little bit different than what they are in the regular Rider-Waite Tarot, so it does make it, a little bit different. The first card I pulled for y'all is the Nine of Wands, which is about strength and courage and fighting for what you believe. And, just like number one, this may be something in there for some of y'all. I know I keep going back to number one. I'm fixing to stop that. But they needed to fight for more about what they wanted. Where now I feel like this is coming into number two also. So there's something that you're wanting and you want to really fight for it. I feel like that it might have something to do with negative. I feel like maybe you need to stabilize yourself and ground it and stop fighting so hard, because I feel like you're not accomplishing anything. The next card I'm feeling is the King of Pentacles. So maybe you're fighting for somebody, a spouse or a boyfriend, girlfriend, brother, sister, I feel like you might be just fighting for somebody. But, with this, the King of Pentacles, it could be an earth sign, but it also could be the financial person in the house, because the King of Pentacles is about the material world. They're the ones that gets out and makes the money and the lifestyle and the everything. So, it could be somebody fighting to keep their self, money-wise, keep their self, how do you say, like maybe they're not making as much money as they was, and they're fighting to keep their self back up. These cards wanted to come out together, which is the Queen, the Empress, and the King, the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is a very, very slow moving energy. And I feel like that maybe this king is trying to provide for this empress, but what he don't know is she's already got everything she needs. She don't need him providing for her. She can provide for herself. Why I feel like these two cards needed to come out together, I don't know, but they did come out together. As you can see, like the king here, he's looking at this empress, and this empress is kind of looking straight ahead, so she's moving more towards her future, where he's trying to please her. I feel like he's more fighting for the emperor and the empress, and the empress is a beautiful energy. It's it's like all the queens, the swords, the wands, the cups, the pentacles, they're all rolled up in one. She's the nurturer, she's the mother, the figure, she's the everything. She's the empress. She's got all the tools to be everything. She can love, she's smart, she's ambitious, she's material, she's got the money, she's just got everything. And she don't necessarily have to be a woman. It can be a feminine energy, and we both have feminine and masculine energies in us. Nobody on this earth does not carry both the feminine and the masculine. So let's see. Let's go to the Nine of Pentacles and let's see what we're fighting for exactly. I see the king is fighting for his queen, but the next card we got is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is about working your way up the ladder, working your way into a job, working your way into life, working your way up. This is all about working hard to move yourself up a little bit further. So maybe, this king didn't have a job and he was trying to take care of his family, and he just can't because he's not got the resources to do that. And the next card I got is the Three of Cups, and it's in reverse. And this one means that, things just ain't coming together. Family's not coming together. Nobody's coming to help. Nobody's lending a hand. This is something that you've got to do on your own. And even, maybe even your empress here is not even helping, because she don't need to. She don't have extra, but she has enough. Not saying that she's not giving anything, but maybe she just don't have no extra to give. The next card is the Six of Wands, and it's all about public recognition. So maybe he found a job, and maybe he's opened himself up and went out there and tried to find something and did find something because he's got the public recognition. Or it could be the queen, maybe the empress. I keep wanting to call her queen, but the empress, maybe she's maybe she's well known in the public and he's not so much, or vice versa. Either way. This slow moving energy is clarified by the Chariot, which means that it's moving forward no matter what. So it's going on and on and on and on. But it's a slow moving energy. So, it might take a while to get up there where you need to be into that self-confidence. Maybe that's part of the problem, with the family not coming together and all that. Maybe, that there's no confidence there right now, Maybe that's what it is. So we'll go back to the courage and the working. Okay, this right here is the Seven of Swords. And in this particular reading, or in this particular deck, like I told you, the fantasy creatures, the meanings are just a little bit different. And the meanings in this one, so with this courage and this Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords means mind games. So with mind games, I feel like that maybe they're not trying as hard as what they're making themselves out to be trying. They're just playing games with you. They are, just trying to make you happy, trying to satisfy you or what have you. But I feel like, somebody's playing some mind games with somebody. The next card is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So that gives, I just started reading these in reverse because I didn't want to, but then I got called to, so I'm going to have to, and that's okay. But the Three in Pentacles means no opportunity, because in upright, it does mean opportunities. So in the reverse, it means there's no opportunities. So maybe the mind game was that, you know, there is no opportunity out there. Maybe they're just telling themselves that they just got to keep fighting, that they're going to find something, you know, but there's just nothing out there right now. So I feel like that maybe this king is trying his best to find something, and it's just not there. But I feel like that I'm seeing a place that is like a little small place. This is like just maybe for a few people, but it's about a job. Maybe there's no jobs in the little town that you live in, small town USA or whatever. Wherever you live, maybe it's just a little small town. There's no jobs, there's no money, there's no economy, there's no nothing. And it seems like things are getting harder and harder and harder. And I feel like this is what this is about. And I feel like that there is a job out there, but it's like in the back of nowhere. Like you didn't even know this place even existed until like you went in a store one day and you heard people talking about it and you're like, I wonder what that is. And so either you ask them or, you know, you go home, you look it up, whatever, what have you, whatever you do, you know, and it turns out that this is a job and a place, and you go and holy crap, you know, you got a job now and it's somewhere you really, really wanted to go. The next card is the Eight of Wands, which is about rapid movement. And maybe that's what that is. Maybe that this is the small town USA job, and you know, you found this job and you making your empress happy. You have stepped out, you've got recognition, you have done what you needed to do. It just really took you a really long time, but things are really moving forward for you now, which is really great. And the very last card is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands in this particular deck is about freedom from restraints. So, yeah, whatever this is about, I feel like that, you know, the mind games is you. I mean, it might not be. If you know, you know what I mean? But I feel like that there just wasn't no opportunities out there with anything coming together, family, friends, opportunities. There's just nothing there for a while, and then all of a sudden you heard something, and that changed your whole entire way of thinking, and now you're free again, and there's no restraints. You know, it took a long time, and you deserve this. It's time, you know, to celebrate. If it hadn't happened yet, it's going to happen in the near future. Put your ears on and listen, because, you know, I feel like, you know, you're going to hear about it, like, through the grapevine with this Eight of Wands, this rapid movement. I feel like you're, you know, because the Eight of Wands in the regular tarot is about communication and about fast movement, just like this one, rapid movement. But communication and, you know, hearing something, knowing something, talking to something, you know, something like that. So that's what I feel like. I feel like something is going to happen for you, but it's going to, you know, it's slow going. It's trying to get done. It's trying to happen. I feel like you're almost there. I'm feeling like another month or so, because, you know, you ain't got no ones, but that's just what I feel. I mean, I don't know why. There's my one.